Yeah, you gotta
So they
watch.
have to
watch,
bring him back.
Watch Rebels. Watch Clone Wars.
No, I did. But Rebels is after, or either at
Is
the
what?
end of the Kenobi series. No. Rebel. So
No.
like Kanan's like.
Wait, actually, yes. No.
Yeah.
No.
He's like 14 when the whole.
La 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 la.
That's
All
I'm
right, cool.
so confused. Like they have to bring him back somehow.
No, I mean the Grand Inquisitor can be.
Yeah, but it's that alien.
Is that
design,
it?
you know what
Yeah.
I'm
No.
saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
Which I mean,
Well-
they did cut Darth Maul in half. and
No.
put him
No.
back, so-
Rebels is.
There was one person.
While the Clone Wars is happening, Kanan's like 14 years.
Rebels
old.
is between movies 2 or 4 and 5 and 6. I'm pretty sure, right, Jimmy?
Rebels is before 5.
It's during 5
3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Rebels is before 3 and 4.
Yes. So
You guys
yes,
got the link in the group chat, just so you know.
Rebels is after Obi-Wan series.
Yeah. So the Inquisitor has to be. They have to bring it back. Damn, I don't want to do this every week. I don't have to click the link though, right? What is it? Just to check it? Like, I don't have to stay on it.
No, you don't have to stay on it. This is just to like
Make sure it's working.
bring it up for.
Am I supposed to be like
5
seeing
minutes.
us right now?
Yes.
Unmute it or no?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Scotty Mac live on Instagram. I am behind the scenes with the boys. We're about to go live on the YouTubes. Jimmy, Gary, even this motherfucker showed up today. Why don't you come on live? Come on YouTube. Check it out. See you there.
So I'm flicking Scotty off now. So it's a what is it, like an 8-second delay?
We're about to be live. I mean, we are live, but I'm giving people some fucking time.
We're live, pal.
We are live.
Yeah, it's like 8 seconds.
You guys are getting the B-roll stuff, man.
That's true. Yeah. There's usually you have to pay extra for this shit.
Which is so funny because we shit on Hollywood even though
That's true. Even
we're not live.
I mean, Hollywood's got the best situation right now because I get to watch myself, which is a beautiful thing.
God
Just-
damn.
Do I always
why don't you
look this
continue
handsome?
talking about taking a piss?
So just today I look really handsome? I don't know. I think you know, people think I'm kind of a Streisand, but I think I'm rocking the shit in this.
I have no comment to
There's one person. Oh no, that's probably
that. Hollywood.
George looking at himself.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like the
definitely
narcissist that he is.
I'm definitely looking at myself. Should I put the phone down now or like I kind of want to like balance it on the belt. Just watch myself the whole time. This you shouldn't have done this. This is bad.
All right, look. If you are a wrestling fan, if you love wrestling, if you don't know about wrestling, you didn't know that there was a lot of shit popping off this week. We are now live with this fucking dirtbag.
Do we have to go live yet? I'm working on it.
Smart Mark and this fucking Canadian cocksucker over here. Tap in. Nice.
Let's fucking go.
The Mac.
Yeah, probably. I should do hashtags.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I don't know the working stories, but I tried.
I'm gonna do my own fucking video.
I'm so tired of hearing myself.
I'm not tired of hearing myself at all. And if you want to hear me
No one does.
and the rest of these nerds on legit heat, tune in right now. We're going live. Link in the bio. Not well.
God, you can't do a fucking promo.
You'll
right?
get it.
You're
You'll
an
get it.
idiot.
The link is not in the
Stupid idiot.
bio. I just meant to say like I'll tag the fucking podcast, but it came out link in the bio. It sounds smoother. I thought.
We talk about how hot Alexa Bliss is. Like, just
Are you cheating
every
on
version
Sky
of her,
Blue?
she's just perfect.
Oh, I only have your reels. I can't tag your real one, Scotty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on YouTube. I will actually post a link in this video, but we are here live. It is me, the Scotty Mac, with. Oh, if I can turn my phone around. This guy on his phone not paying attention. This guy who likes hockey. And this asshole who's always fucking wrong.
I'm not.
All right, let's give people a few. I'm gonna go fucking take a piss.
Why are we talking about piss so much today?
Piss.
Everybody's
Because it's natural.
pissing, pissed off.
We don't talk
pissed
about it
on.
any other time. What time was the game? 8?
Like
9.
Yeah, it's West Coast. I'm gonna be so exhausted this week. Between flying to being in Florida for 24 hours and
That's
coming
right.
back and
You're only there for 24 hours?
essentially. Yeah.
Oh,
God, dude.
fuck. Chug this beer and take a piss. That's
Oh,
what
this
I'm gonna
fucking
do.
kid.
I just found out that so we're supposed to be going to Colorado for 4th of July for a wedding.
Yeah.
And we've had a ton of like flights that we just haven't been able to do.
Yeah.
So like we're supposed to go to Nashville back in February. All those flights are
That's
going.
right. Yeah.
They're now. We thought that we could only use them to go to Nashville. We can actually use them to go to Denver.
Oh shit, nice. I would
Yeah.
love to go to Denver. Denver's like that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
City to go to.
My friend just got back from Nashville at work. He said it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's everything I want in life.
Weed, beer.
Nashville.
Oh, sorry, I meant Denver.
No, I'm pretty sure weed is still illegal in Tennessee.
Yeah.
You can buy a gun at the county fair though. I guess that's the trade-off.
Unfortunately, you can. Yeah.
How's that straight off?
I don't know. You can't because you can't smoke weed, but you can fucking you can buy a handgun fucking from some guy with no teeth. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a logical swap. But
No,
I mean,
and both for the same reason, because our forefathers were racist assholes who didn't know shit, and so they made weed illegal so that they could grow cotton more and make hemp illegal.
Yeah.
Give everyone the right to.
did they? I thought they all grew hemp. I thought like fucking like 100 years after that they made hemp illegal or some shit.
Yeah. Like 50 years.
So not our
In the same
forefathers,
gen-
our fucking five fathers. Or do I go back the other way? Third fathers.
They were alive during that time. What?
You follow the Good Liars?
The Good Liars?
Yeah.
No. I don't know what they are, but.
Oh,
I see them on TikTok. Is that what they are?
Yeah. Did
Oh.
you see this video?
No. I like his knockoff hat though.
Get in the fucking frame.
Sorry, dude.
What's wrong with
I mean, you got 3 guys in a fucking
You're
love
gonna get
seat.
tired. Uh-oh.
How do you know no comment on that?
Horrifying, but
Obviously pro. Come on.
yeah, obviously he's fucking pro. Of course he is.
No, everyone.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Duh.
Jimmy, what about you?
What?
Ducks.
Pro or anti?
Pro what?
Exactly.
I don't even know.
What?
Well,
All right.
that's how we start the
Fucking get it
podcast off.
poppin'.
It's almost something stupid.
Talk
Talking about the show.
your shit.
Let's bring it.
Starting.
True. It's damn true.
All right, we're about to go live.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Let me put this in the sour group chat.
Oh yes. Yeah. Are we recording as well? Or is it?
We're also-
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
I feel like I need a chop to wake up. You want to open this up with a nice chop to the chest on there?
That sounds great. You should do that. I'll have the mic right here.
All right. Let me know when we're rolling.
We're about to be rolling.
Probably.
Wait for what?
Let's get chopped. 3, 2, 1. Bang.
You want to get chopped?
I have to wake up. Scotty Mac.
You gonna take your shirt off again?
I'm gonna lift it.
Oh shit!
That's a way to start our live video.
That'd be a good thing. So, can we time this or just like 3, 2, 1? You turn the camera on, it's just
Bang! No, we're already on.
live?
We're live. Yeah, I just gotta. I'm gonna hit record in like 2 seconds. Be 2 seconds. 1, 2. Can I swing around? Just tuck it to the fucking side.
I'll get ready when I. Surprise shot, but
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking play the MJF intro.
That'll get taken down.
Nah. Where the fuck is the Bluetooth? I am gonna play it. I have to. Hold on, we're not live yet. We're not recording yet. I want this to be fucking recorded.
Get high because if you hit the belly, it's
Hold on.
you're gonna get sweat on your hands, so.
Put your fucking shirt up, dude.
I gotta go like this.
Jesus Christ, you fucking pedophile. Give me a fucking second. You sound like a fucking high school boy pressuring some chick at prom.
I want to see it.
Put your fucking shirt up. Pull your fucking shirt up.
Oh shit.
Oh, now I wish we were recording.
Oh man, this dude. Hold on, let me add this as another like hype video on the fucking Instagram because
I'm not taking 2 fucking chops.
No, I know. We're not.
You're just gonna have me hype like
turn towards me a little bit. There you go.
You know me posing like Ravish and Rick Rude.
Yeah, absolutely.
my boy Hollywood George is about to get fucking chopped again.
Taking a chop.
Hop in, motherfuckers. Oh man, it's about to be a wrap right now,
Scotty,
son.
backhanded me. You're doing which hand?
I'm gonna go like this.
Oh, nice.
Whoever's joining, get in the comments with the takes. Get on our fucking
What's
ass.
better? Should I do
If
from
we're
the
wrong,
wall,
tell
from the
us. If
intro?
you feel like we're fucking
Yeah.
smoking crack, tell us.
True.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna go. I'm coming down with it now.
All right, that's very loud. All right. I'm gonna play the intro and then we can get crazy, all right? 5, 4.
Nah.
Hey, boss! Would you treat me better if I was an ex-WWE guy? See, maybe you don't get it, man. Here's the problem with you, boss. You got a position of power in a wrestling company when the only position you should be assuming is behind the guardrail with all of them. I don't want to wait till 2024, but you don't listen to me, so allow me to make it a little bit easier for you. Tony, I want you to fire me. Tony, don't tell me down, you piece of shit! Shut your mouth! Look at me, Tony. Look at me. I want you to fire me. You
Oh
fire me!
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Maxwell Jacob Freeman, one of the best in the business today, the top heel, and just in general, literally one of the fucking best in the business today.
I have not felt so sucked into my television.
Put in the game on Smash right now. Connect your mic a little bit. We got live fuck ups. We're good now. Oh yeah.
We're good. All right.
All right.
Can we get this chop over with?
Okay, yeah.
Before we get into anything, Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a live edition of Legit Heat. There's a fucking shit ton of stuff to talk about between Double or Nothing, between AEW Dynamite and Bray Wyatt rumors and MJF fucking having all of us wrestling fans ask the question, is it a work or is it real?
But first,
We have Jimmy Luca
Gary the Saint.
and the guy who gets fired and rehired more than fucking Jeff Hardy.
More times than Jim Ross himself.
Mr. 10K, Mr.
This fucking cocksucker.
He's only worth 10K.
Hollywood
I like that.
George.
Mr.
No, it's
10K?
because I get you guys 10K views
Shut
on
the
every
fuck
reel that
up.
I'm on. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Fucking, and I want this to be like a Eddie Kingston, like make his shit. Hell yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about.
let's fucking go.
Just one?
Let's go, man. Damn.
No.
Another one?
Too soft. Oh,
You need one of mine?
Scotty Mac.
You need one of mine?
No, Scotty Mac gonna be good on the second.
All right.
You said it was soft, so I had to.
Yeah, you put some heat on
Punishment
the
for
second one. I
missing
appreciate it.
our last show.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. Unlike these guys, I get laid. So
Oh, shut the fuck up, dude.
Unlike us, you have to pay for it.
stereotypical
Lift your shirt up again.
30-year-old
Lift your-
wrestling
lift your shirt again
fans.
to that comment.
They don't have sex. There's nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, nah, I don't have sex.
I only have a baby on the way.
I don't have.
Yeah, half the podcast has a
You're right.
baby on the way.
We can tell by your belly, Gary. We know.
You guys are built the same.
I'm
not lifting my shirt
built like
every
him.
You guys are fucking built the same.
You're built the same.
I am.
I'm built like fucking Hollywood Hogan.
I am.
Hence the fucking
Wait,
nickname.
how is Hollywood Hogan? built?
Currently, you're built like Hollywood Hogan.
Listen.
It doesn't matter how he's built, Hollywood George, because you suck. Let's get on with the goddamn podcast.
This is
boys.
legit.
All right.
Legit heat. Live.
MJF. Holy shit. The question I'm going to ask around the room, and I'm going to ask to the comments, work or shoot? Hollywood George,
Oh,
you have the floor.
Definitely a shoot. Definitely a shoot. The cutting off of the mic, the fucking passion. Either he deserves an Oscar, okay, or it's a shoot. It's as simple as that. My statement's done.
All right.
All right.
Your wire is like, I
fuck
don't
up?
even know why. Push it in a little bit.
That's what she
Like that.
said.
Are you good now?
Am I good? Is that
You're
yeah,
good.
good now?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it right there. You know what? Work, shoot, or in between, man. I again captivated. I don't think I've been captivated in a wrestling promo since the pipe bomb, since Miz and Daniel Bryan had their spat on Talking Smack.
Mhm.
I was fully invested. I was enjoying it. I was along for the ride. I was like, he's delivering us gold. He's giving us gold right now.
Mhm.
If it is a work, I think it started out legit, and they said, okay, how can we mesh this into? Because then I bet you they saw the whole thing with Sasha and Naomi, and they said, well, all right, well, let's turn this into a storyline and let's do what they're doing, and let's acknowledge it. Let's bring it to the table because. Why did we love wrestling in the 90s? Because it was like a soap opera.
Yeah.
It was the drama. It was you don't know what was going to happen.
Did you say
next.
what if? Well, is this real or not?
Right. What is this real or not? And I think this is the first time we've all said this about a wrestling segment in about 10 years.
I agree.
Maybe.
Internet has killed a lot of kayfabe.
Yes,
Yes.
kayfabe
But
is
right now,
dead.
this is a glorious thing.
Is it anytime I move it? Is that why?
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave it alone.
You're good.
So I am going to school you all. It is 100% a work, and let me preface this with a lot of things. First, they took what MJF said way back when on that original like interview, right? Of I can't wait to go to the WWE. And then what happened? The whole Sasha and Naomi walkout thing,
Yep.
which is 100% legit.
Jordan, what up? Drop your opinion.
Also,
please.
can I just say real? I don't know if you guys noticed this or not. The plans for that tag team tournament women's thing.
Yep, got
dead.
scrapped.
Got scrapped.
Yep. Yep.
Not a work.
Unbelievable.
Not a work.
That's how to work. No.
That's not
But MJF totally is. I love what they are doing with this MJF stuff. I love the fact that MJF did not even call Tony Khan in that entire promo. It was always boss,
Yeah.
which says it's the bigger figure. It's not the person that you see every week. Like it's 100% a work. Yeah, they took down the video. Yeah, all his stuff is down. He's not on the website anymore. But you know what? He's still out having fun being chased by CM Punk and security after the TV goes out.
I mean, there's a storyline behind it. He's the guy that wants to get fired.
One more time.
He's the guy that wants to he wants to be essentially, and I'm not calling him this, but essentially Stone Cold in the
Hang it over that thing right there.
This thing?
We're sorry, guys.
sorry guys. Like this?
Yeah.
Like that?
We'll do something like that. That should work. Talk?
Yeah, talk like
Yeah,
that.
you're good.
Cool.
You're
All
good.
right.
You're golden.
Kind of at the height of Austin and his popularity between him and McMahon in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Beef with the
Yeah.
boss.
Beef with the boss.
Yep.
Hasn't been done since.
Without the
really.
boss of it really having an on-screen presence or character, really.
Because I didn't think TK was gonna walk out. I was like, I don't think they're gonna go that route with
Nope.
him becoming a
Nope.
on-screen personality like Vince was.
If TK came and he's like on, he loves coming out at the live shows.
does,
We know
yeah,
this. We know this.
we do this,
We got a stacked card for you tonight.
God,
Like
it's gonna be
coked out Tony
Khan.
Khan
Yeah.
wilding out on the fucking blow.
He was coked out in that press wrap for.
You know what? If I was sitting next to a newly crowned CM Punk, I would be too.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Especially if I was the one that just gave him the fucking belt.
Ali says work following through with his shadowing of CM Punk.
Yeah.
I think we could all agree that this had pipe bomb vibes on steroids. I feel like this one feels very, very real. And at the time, the CM Punk one felt very, very real. The mic got cut out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the F-bombs that got bleeped out, something dramatic on television like fucking Tony Khan or anybody in the back coming out to try to calm him down, them just cutting it off. AEW not posting it, not posting anything. They post every single highlight they can post. Their social media is phenomenal, as is WWE same. And then today he gets pulled from the roster on the site. And this is what I pointed out to Gary earlier. The merch is a huge thing to me because that's money.
That's literally like
It's money that Tony doesn't need.
right. I mean, it's money that also like it's all goes to MJF. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure, right?
I am gonna go with shoot. This is real.
There's no fucking chance.
At the very least, Tony said, "You know what? Why don't you go out there, kind of like a Montreal screw job, if you will, where it's like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go out there and cut a promo. I'll address the fans, whatever." And he addressed Tony, and it was a swerve, and that's why they cut his mic.
But they didn't cut his mic during his actual promo. They started cutting it when he was swearing. That's where they cut it.
That's true too. I mean, like I said, work shoot it in between. It's got us talking. It's got
It's
the internet
definitely in
talking.
between. It's definitely in between. It has me believing. It has me really believing that MJF, all he cares about is money.
Which is exactly what he wants you to believe.
All right.
I was watching it, and I mean, he did his job. That's exactly he got you to feel visceral emotion.
That's exactly what he said.
And he does, but he's probably the only person, maybe not the only person, but one of the few only people on that roster that makes you feel.
Yeah.
You every time he comes on the screen, you're like, oh, this piece of shit again.
He's good at what he does.
He's very good at what he does, and I think, I mean, who knows? I say, if this was a shoot and turned into a work, and then they're really a shoot again, I just back up the trunk, give him the money. I mean, from what I saw online, he wasn't getting paid as well, but I understand that because
He already got a raise.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't a name beforehand. Now that he's kind of the top heel that they have in that company.
If you're all new here, whatever, you know that we're very down the middle in between wrestling. We're just fans of all of pro wrestling.
Yeah.
The AEW fans stands are not gonna like when I say this, but there was a lot of things that he said about Tony that were fucking legit, and that's why I think even if it's a work, he's pissed. He's actually pissed. Can you say that?
Yeah. They always say the best stories.
All he
have
did
that
was go
kernel of
through
truth.
fucking Twitter, go through the hashtags, and say, "Oh, this is what they're saying about AEW. I'm going to use this in my promo."
I mean,
like,
there
that's
was
all
some
he did.
real emotion behind that.
There was real emotion. There's ex-WWE guys getting paid more than him.
Mhm.
You should invest in he is
Without AEW, he wouldn't be a known character though.
That is fair, but
So
he's also he's held his own.
They gave him
I
the
mean,
spotlight.
he I don't know if he hits grand slams every time, but he's damn there close to it.
I think he does every time. To be honest, everything
If
he
he's up
touches
there
is
making
gold,
the
like
same
he
as Britt
said.
Baker, then great. That's exactly the level he should be making. Britt Baker is one of the homegrown characters for them. She's getting the same kind of airtime. She's bringing in the same kind of views. Like, maybe not right now.
No, not right now.
No, MJF is over the top. But I mean, MJF is doing everything they want him to do.
Yeah.
He's being such a great team player as he always has been.
That's
He
the thing.
loves being in AEW.
That's the thing. I think.
Now let me ask you a question. Not to interrupt you, Scotty.
Okay.
If he goes to WWE, what do you
No.
think at that point? Do you think we're being jerked? Like,
First of all, he's
on
not going. He's not going.
if he does though, because you did the same thing about Cody and Cody came. So let's just
That was my optimism.
if he does go to WWE, do you feel like it's like a work like beyond us? Like WWE and AEW are like working behind the scenes.
Super meta,
Oh,
What do you think?
that's the real forbidden door.
right?
Can that happen? Is that
Roman
allowed?
Reigns shows up at
I don't
forbidden
think
door.
so.
Can they play us like that?
They
Is
could.
that even?
I doubt Vince would play ball, but they could.
I don't think so. I don't think Vince is. I don't know, man.
Vince, what
Vince will
about
not
that? I
play
think.
Vince isn't.
No.
Vince and his ego is like WWE by itself
Mhm.
is fine.
Well, the way Tony Khan talks, he's right up there with Vince and ego because he just seems like he wants to crush.
That's
He
what
reminds me of
Shouldn't they?
Bradshaw and fucking old school WCW.
That's what I wanted to
days,
get
like-
into too. Like he killed Tony. MJF killed Tony. He talked about how he pays WWE guys more.
W guys should be
And
paying
he,
more.
and he talked about the fact that
Should they?
Absolutely.
Depends.
Yeah. I mean,
Not if you're
Moxley-
MJF.
it all depends on the
Brian?
situation.
Yeah.
Depends on
Right.
the situation.
I
yeah.
don't think that fucking Johnny.
I'm very surprised if
Johnny-
you're sitting
Johnny
here telling
Elite.
me that your mentality is just because they're an ex-WWE
Yeah,
guy, they're
no.
gonna pay
All right. Who's our favorite people in AEW though?
Kenny Omega.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. yeah,
MJF.
Kenny, yeah.
You're skipping over the obvious answers that we always would go to.
I would
immediately.
still. I love Brian Danielson.
Bryans,
I love
the
John
Punks.
Moxley.
Yep.
I love
CM Punk.
CM Punk, but I will still put Kenny Omega.
I'm gonna push back and say Brian Punk. They were in WWE, but they weren't. They're not WWE guys.
But they made their name
Sure.
in the world.
So did
from
AJ.
that.
So did AJ Styles. He's bigger now than he was in TNA.
Sure. So, but he's also making that money. That's the point.
Sure. Well, yeah. Oh, all right. Well, fine. All right.
I'm just
yeah.
gonna say, for me, I love my nostalgic '90s wrestling tees. Haven't purchased an AEW T-shirt yet, and I made my first purchase
because you bought
about
a knockoff one.
30 seconds in. Well, it still counts.
Does it?
No, it doesn't.
I mean, I know they're all fucking not from the actual website, so whatever.
They're not.
Shout out to all these side websites and some
mean,
of the shirts.
Speaking
But-
of which, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. But you're a beast, bro.
That shirt is over as
I should have worn
fuck.
my hat. I didn't know. I should have done that.
Where did wear a hat?
That's a fair point.
MJF shirt. I haven't bought a fucking Brian Danielson shirt or a fucking Moxley shirt or a fucking. But I mean, like I said, 30 seconds into that promo, I was already like searching for like a
Ali
madman.
Healy made a point. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. He's paying more experienced wrestlers more.
It's legitimate.
Yeah.
Legitimate statement.
That's a legit
Yes.
statement. All right. I wish I could bump that, but you don't have that tool here on YouTube. That sucks.
I mean, yeah, he kind of like I mean, I guess
Pin
from,
message. There we
from
go. I'm pinning that one.
Tony
That
Khan's
was good.
standpoint, you know, his whole selling point with these initial contracts is you're gonna be something eventually because of AEW. So take what I'm giving you and be happy with it.
MJF is 26. She says.
That's the
He's
thing, he
red
is
hot
young.
though.
He's
He's
young.
red hot.
So we're just
though.
gonna
I
give
haven't
every
seen
person who's
anyone-
fucking red hot tons of money
No, but
immediately.
he's been red hot for years.
I mean,
like this, people are gonna see this pipe bomb, and everybody knows about MJF now, right? But he's
So if
been-
they already fucking paid him, he
Well,
wouldn't be going off on these pipe bombs. He wouldn't be giving this kind of heat that he is right now.
I'll tell you one thing,
What's
and
the
we
point?
can't disagree with it. After what happened last night and all the shit that he's been stirring up, he needs to get paid more.
And he will when his
He
contract
should.
expires in 2 years.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't get. The only thing I don't get, and I love MJF to death. I don't get his angle. Like, I think maybe he wants security. He wants to know
Sure.
the dollar amount that he's getting,
Yeah.
and things like that.
I thought he was rich.
Gimmicks.
Elias's
Come on.
brother.
You're
told
never
me
rich
that.
enough.
You're never rich enough, exactly. I just don't know. I don't know if he actually wants. The other thing that I thought about too, and I wanted to bring up to you guys and the people in the comments, is him growing up clearly a WWE fan. Is he like a Cody? Does he want to go?
There
over
wasn't
there?
really another option, was there?
Yeah.
Not
Thank you,
not
Gary.
till now. No.
But still, you have that in you, right? At some point, I'm sure him growing up a fan of WWE, WWF at the time, does he want to go over
He's
there?
26. He was not really growing up with WWF.
Yeah, he wasn't really growing up with WWF.
All right, fair.
I'm sure he wasn't.
Which
is kinda
yeah,
crazy
to
to
your
think.
My
point,
point
do you
is
want to play for the
Hollywood, thank
NFL
you.
or the CFL when you're
You're getting paid both equally right now.
I mean,
CFL, you're ain't making shit.
I don't know. I want to take like the,
I mean, NFL players
if
don't
I
really
was a
make shit.
professional
They're
wrestler,
lower.
man,
If they're, like,
and you're
low.
giving me the option of like, do I want to be the WWE champion or do I want to like make something in a different company where like people are going to look back 15 years from now and be like, wow, if it wasn't for fucking him, this company wouldn't have been anything.
I mean, that's
That's even more of a statement than, you know what I mean?
You're right.
Holding a title in a company that
He's a
how many
pillar in
wrestlers have- yeah,
AEW. He'd be a piss on in WE.
I agree.
I mean, I don't
in
think he would get the
WWE.
Cody treatment. There's no way
No,
because he
there's no
doesn't
reason
have
for
the
it.
recognition, the name that Cody does.
Nope.
He doesn't have any leverage anymore.
Well, that's
he
what I'm
keeps
saying,
stating,
But people always say, "Well, look how good Cody's being treated by WWE." Yes, because he's been there before and he has
Dude,
the name.
And he's also the first to cross that forbidden door.
Exactly. So I don't think they're going to treat every single person
No.
that walks through that door with a red fucking carpet.
Nope.
No way.
My boy Dennis, I just finished watching it. If this is a work, get Scorsese on the line with.
thank
MJF.
you.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
true. He was
Why? Because he's a good actor? Great.
No,
Yeah.
that's not good acting. That's fucking close to
There's
just
just
taking
a
your
lot
real
of-
life.
There's a
into-
lot of factors to this.
All right, so we can say the same thing about fucking Seth Rollins' recent promo.
Dennis, if you're just tuning in, dude, they pulled the biggest thing for me is them pulling his. You could pull him off the roster. That's cute.
the merch is
That's cute. The merch.
Yeah, because they did that. They did that with Sasha and Naomi too. So
They make fucking money. MJF is guaranteed one of the.
Also, they don't make money. MJF would be making
yeah,
money.
he'll be making money off that.
And he
They
can
make some money off that though.
Nope.
They make a good amount of money.
100% goes to either pro wrestling. Well, 50% pro wrestling fees, 50% the wrestler.
Yeah, I think
if
that's
MJF posted a website that to put his merch on right now where he got 100% of the proceeds, he would probably make more off that right now
Yep.
than he has
Probably.
ever made off merch in AEW.
But I mean, he's only had what we looked it up before we started recording 3 shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Yeah.
And that is essentially the same AEW, shop. So like, I don't know, maybe if, like I said, if it is a work, they're really not showing us anything behind the curtain.
Which is exactly how it should be.
Yeah.
You need to take out all
We need
the
a little
stops
more
in
of that.
today's
We need a
day
little
and
more of
age.
that. Yeah, that's fair.
And if he's got a real beef with Tony, like I said, he killed Tony, man, and he pretty much said that Tony was he should be where the fans are.
He didn't kill Tony in the sense that
He killed Tony because Tony
it's
does
all
come
the same
off.
things that we talk about all
Yeah,
the
it's
fucking
nothing we-
time.
it's not- Nothing we don't
Tony
know.
comes off like a super fan. Can we have this random conversation right now?
He should.
Yeah.
He comes off more as a fan sometimes than a businessman, and it's cringeworthy.
like a little
sometimes.
kid who's
I'm not
like, I'm
gonna
gonna
lie.
stop my
You
own
agree with
wrestling.
me?
Yeah, he's like, a
Does anyone
kid
in the
with-
comments agree? Scotty seems like he's in the. I don't know where Scotty is right now.
I would be happy if my boss was that excited about me all the time.
He's just
It's not
he's
even just
passionate. I
He's
mean,
very passionate, 100%. But
Yeah.
sometimes when it comes down to if you ask me who I felt like was really a fucking businessman, Vince.
Right.
sure, but he's been a businessman since the 70s.
Tony's like a kid in a candy
But
store.
Vince has never, other than on commentary, which it's not fair because you have to hype up. Vince has never come off like a fan.
Is
Like
that a good thing
super
though?
fan.
Huh. Yeah.
Why is that a good thing?
It's
I
not
would
a
like.
it's not a bad thing.
I kind of like to know that the
If-
face of the company
Enjoys?
is just. I like that he enjoys it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I like to know that you come out with that face at least. Because for the sake of
so-
kayfabe, when I see Tony come out and he's like, "Yeah, it's cool, yeah, cool," but if you're that much of a fan, have a character to it. You're the fucking boss.
That's
He's-
true too. If you really are a fan, you're gonna even if it's slight, you're gonna have that little character that you play because it's not
Yeah,
gonna be
you
quite
have
you.
to.
Yeah,
He's like legitimately
I agree
excited.
with that. I agree with that. Yeah,
He's too hyped to even pick a character.
he's too high on coke to really pick a
Like I say, he just reminds me of like a little kid. It's like, I'm gonna make my own wrestling. Screw WWE. I'm gonna make my own WWE. And he's
God,
so
he did.
fucking hyped he did.
More kids need
thank God
candy.
he did. Yeah, yeah. That is more kids need ice cream. You're right.
Because I mean, A, we wouldn't having this conversation. B, who would be watching wrestling right now if it wasn't
True.
for AEW?
I mean, when we
would-
had the podcast 6 years ago, all we talked about was WWE because
Right.
Impact wasn't good.
No.
New Japan wasn't what it is.
And we
You
weren't
had to
podcasting then,
watch
but
on
all of us
Utah.
said AEW is gonna make pro wrestling as a whole better.
Yeah.
It did.
And it did.
It has.
It has. Cody's in WWE. I am in between. Whether the obvious choices are this: you either pay MJF more or he goes to WWE. And we'll close out the conversation with this: what's it gonna be, Hollywood George?
If he stays or goes,
Either he stays and gets paid a shit ton more, or he goes to WWE.
Tony Khan will pay that man. If not, it's the worst business decision ever.
I think so.
He will pay that man.
I 100% think so. Because you're gonna watch him go. I'll give my opinion on that in a minute. But
Yeah, if TK does not pay him, then you're right. He is not a businessman.
what do you think's gonna happen?
I think he's going to pay him and stay.
Okay.
Tony's going to pay him an undisclosed amount of money, and we'll never know how much.
Yeah, we'll
it
never
is.
know.
Like-
No one will ever know.
Nice name drop with the undisclosed. That was a very slick way to.
It's not a name.
I'm pretty good at
I didn't
calling
know how else
shit.
to word it.
You guys pick some safe choices, and I'm pretty good at calling shit. So I'm gonna make a risky.
Risk
I'm
it all.
gonna risk it. He's going to WWE, man.
To be
God.
Mrs. Replacement.
I know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
He's going to WWE.
There's no
They're
chance in
gonna.
hell. There's no chance.
They will let him be himself.
No, they
that's the thing.
won't.
They won't. No, they will not.
Not with
You're
the-
going
He'll
to
be
turn into
muzzled.
this Jewish little kid,
They
and he's going to
will.
come out with a fucking yarmulke every fucking week.
They will cut the balls off him.
I want the
and
comments to
promo you
sound
just
off on
cut.
this too.
Don't forget, he won't be able to use his name.
They'll give him a rabbi
They
gimmick.
own their names in the.
You'll never get a promo
Exactly.
like that ever again in WWE.
Not in WWE.
No, the wrestlers in AEW own their names. They're independent. Like
Right, and WWE
Yes.
won't let them do it.
Yeah, but WWE's not going to let MJF use MJF.
No,
WWE let Samoa Joe use Samoa Joe.
not yeah. but
WWE let
this is the reason they did all that is why we're in the shape we are right now, where they're taking away last names
Yeah.
because they let all these people come in with all these trademarks, and then they left WWE after getting these big names established around the world, or so WWE thinks.
Let me throw something in the air for you guys in the comments. WWE is going to lose not just their top heel, but one of the top heels in the business in Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
So they have to compensate for that.
Yeah.
How you have to get size 14 feet to fill Roman Reigns' shoes, and you do it with MJF.
Wow.
in 2 years because Roman's out now.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's not going to be back in 2 years.
I mean,
You act like he can't request release from his contract. Like we haven't seen that all the time.
Roman,
Does he want to
no,
release?
MJF.
Oh.
MJF.
why? Again, MJF is not going to do that. First of all,
All right, we'll see.
I mean, he just did, but
We will see.
I'm gonna go into it with little to no expectations because that's just how you get disappointed.
Mhm.
But I'm here for the ride. I'm ready. I'm
I won't
gonna
be
enjoy
disappointed
it.
either way. Not to interrupt.
I
I love
would-
MJF,
no, it's okay.
but
I would be shocked if he went to WB.
Yeah.
More
I'm
shocked
making that
than
prediction now.
more
But I will
shocked than
still
Cody.
be shocked.
More shocked than fuck. I don't know, Moxley going back or someone that you wouldn't expect
Mhm.
going. But more shocked than when we saw Brett back in 2012 because we never thought that. would
Honestly, Jimmy, you might be onto something.
My fucking boy right here.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? We're talking about some.
you know you're wrong when
listen,
Hollywood agrees with you.
Yeah,
It's
that's
about
a
to be
fair
some
point, yeah.
hidden.
That's the
happen.
problem.
Yeah, the fact
I
that
agree
you
with you a
agree with
lot,
Hollywood,
guy, more than
that's
anybody
not
else in
even-
the show. I just
I
you're
know, that's
welcome
the
for that,
problem.
my friend.
That's a slight.
We're talking about some deep conspiracy of them working together. So MJF goes to WWE, and then WWE superstars are Vince. You're paying these AEW guys a shit ton of money, and you just reverse the whole fucking.
We
scheme
literally
2
had
years
this
later.
conversation last week where wouldn't it be cool if they did an equal trade for Sasha and MJF?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Come on.
That is an equal trade.
Don't be stupid. No, it's not.
Or we're
That's
pretty
equal.
fucking
Gary, yes.
smart. I can't-
It's not. Hey, that's not an equal trade whatsoever.
It's not. I'm
Skill-
not thinking
Mike
of it as a
skills
trade, though.
to in-ring skills. It is. So
Sasha
AEW
would
gets good
instantly
in-ring
become their
work.
top overall performer. MJF would be a contender for the IC title. Like
I mean, it's not taking away that he can cut the promo. They're just not going to let him cut the promo.
exactly, they literally cut him off at the knees and stop him from doing exactly all the things that he's good at.
Chris Kiska, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I'm
Just
so
take the
sorry.
first names.
Yeah.
Unless there is a backroom deal with WWE, MJF made a bad business move.
Oh,
He will be buried.
Huh.
I don't know if I agree.
That's
He's
Do
right.
you see what's happening
right.
with Cody right now? There's a fucking countdown every Monday Night Raw.
again. I'm gonna push back and say MJF is not the name that Cody is, and I'm not saying Cody's a huge name, but he has that Rhodes name that is solidified in WWE. So No, I don't.
This
think,
is the stepping stone. This is the ladder that MJF is climbing. Ready? Pro wrestling fans, like pro wrestling fans, knew about MJF and were marking out over MJF just on his week-to-week shit. Something above that, a step above that, found out about MJF with this pipe bomb that he just cut, right? Above that is when if MJF goes to WWE, he'd be even more known. So if it's not on, it won't be on Cody's level, but I think it'd be pretty damn close.
Let me get to Chris's point real quick though, because he's totally right.
Because I'm going off of what you said about Cody. No, there's people.
I don't go off anything I said about Cody. Let's not go back that way.
No,
that was totally
there's
different.
People who didn't know about Cody that knew about Cody when he got to WWE. MJF will have the same effect.
He could, yeah,
maybe,
but that means that Vince would have to like if this is all not a work, and MJF is really doing this. You think fucking Vince wants him on his company now? He went and called out his fucking boss on live television, and walked out and didn't attend these fan events. And now after everything that's going on with Naomi and Sasha, you think Vince wants him on his company?
Yeah,
Fuck
that's a
no.
Vince is paranoid before this.
Hostage.
No, that's a solid point. I mean,
Vince is also for whatever is going to make him money.
To what Chris said,
really, because he released a whole bunch of wrestlers who are making him money.
Can you please remind me what Chris said?
Chris basically said that if there is a backroom deal with WWE, if this is like a shoot legit, like he's not gonna get buried.
I kind of agree. It definitely is like if you're saying you're going out there and say, hey, I'm just going to address the fans, and like you said, Jimmy, he swerved them. That is absolutely unprofessional. I mean, it's good for the business, but it is unprofessional. And like you said, Vince won't go for that.
No, he's
my boy Vinny says Maple Leafs suck.
I don't know what team you watch.
New York Rangers. That's my boy.
Oh,
they might win the cup.
I hope you win the cup. I will just appreciate you for
also Golden State in 5.
You're so wrong. It's not even funny.
In 5,
Celtics in 5, but
okay.
Boston
Celtics in 6. Celtics in 6,
7.
baby. Let's go.
Shout out to my boy Vin Rich. Put MJF in the ring with Roman, Drew, or Brock, he will look like a child. WWE is a company in theory, more than AEW that he can thrive more.
How?
It's
I think they will cut the balls off MJF.
The E and WWE is entertainment, guys.
Right.
AEW is the more pro wrestling.
Vince says, I like big, strong, ugly men.
Or people who are phenomenal on the mic.
Yeah, but Vince has stopped going.
Who has been phenomenal on the mic, but terrible in the ring and looked terrible? I was
gonna say, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, who made that comment? Because I agree with them. He's gonna look like a dwarf compared to.
Don't forget what they just tried to do to
He's gonna look like a dwarf, yes.
But
we forget that he's a fucking animal on the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is Adam Cole, and they wanted him to be a manager.
Vince once let somebody who is fucking super below Vince's standards completely changed the landscape of WWE for years. CM Punk, because he was a fucking beast on the mic.
Mm-hmm. That's true,
but he's also a beast in the ring.
I know, but that wasn't why you think that's why Vince fucking allowed him to change the landscape of WWE?
They never allowed him to main event at WrestleMania.
They should have.
Oh God,
they should have.
Honestly, a lot of key words here. I maybe MJF could possibly be the next Shawn Michaels in WWE. We're saying WrestleMania. We're saying, I mean, it changed the landscape. Who changed the landscape of WWE before CM Punk? The Attitude Era, Stone Cold, Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
But CM Punk allowed. The thing is, CM Punk with just his mic skill changed it in the sense that Bryan Danielson, formerly known as Daniel Bryan, had 2 matches at WrestleMania and won the championship at WrestleMania as a fucking small independent guy who's a technician and
because
does
he
kicks.
sold.
I was there.
Good gimmick at a good time
every week. Because he sold t-shirts and he sold tickets.
Yes,
and he had the gimmick and he had the cash.
Yes.
There's no other way in hell he would be doing that if the fans didn't get behind him.
Gary, at the end of the day, you're the guy who thought that Bray Wyatt was coming to AEW. Can we talk about that?
He hasn't not came to AEW.
Shifting gears.
He hasn't not came to AEW.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of agree with you, Jimmy, what he said. You said in the group chat. I don't know if he really fits in AEW. I don't know if AEW really
does not.
doesn't really need him. I do like your thing with if they turned the Dark Order to killers. Yes, but I think they're disemboweling the Dark Order.
And we're changing gears here. We're talking about Bray Wyatt. Your opinions in the fucking chat, please. Completely come at us and check us if we're wrong, and also
Especially this guy.
come
I'm never
fucking
wrong,
come
but
at his
check
Maple
them.
Leafs jersey.
Never
Come
wrong.
at this dude's receding hairline.
This
if
guy
you want.
said he's never
Says
wrong.
the dude wearing a Yankees cap to cover his receding hairline.
They fucking beat the shit out of Otani today, so I'm chilling. Anyways,
They need to pay Judge, but that's I'm sure you
they
know
do
that.
need to pay Judge. Yes.
Yeah, the dude whose knees are going to go out in 2
What
years,
did I
whatever.
say, Scotty? Bray Wyatt for WWE is equivalent to what?
I think you said it was.
I think it was like the way Punk is for AEW.
For AEW, yes, yeah.
Punk was always better for AEW. AEW's never been around. Bray Wyatt is much better for WWE than AEW. He's a phenomenal wrestler in the ring. Don't get me wrong. He can go with all those guys, but I'm sorry, and you're not going to like this, but AEW just still to this day doesn't have, aside from MJF and CM Punk and a couple other guys I can name, maybe on a hand, they don't have the mic skill that WWE has still to this day.
Exactly the reason they need Bray.
They need
Wyatt.
him, but will they get him?
Why?
I would have put money on yes for Double or Nothing. However, my disappointments will continue to follow me in my entire life.
There's still
Hence
Forbidden
Maple Leafs
Door.
jersey. And he will most definitely be coming out. If it's not Sunday, it'll be Monday. Hell
So
in a
you think
Cell.
Hell in a Cell?
I say 70% Raw, 30% Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
I think we might get some tidbit of him at Hell in a Cell, but
Explain why Bray Wyatt isn't in WWE right now. Why did
He got fired.
He got
last
released.
couple summers ago.
Okay.
There's some stuff in
dumb
the
reason.
there was some stuff on the internet where
he was getting paid too much money.
he
Something
was
like that.
getting paid too much, or he was unhappy and he was going
All
through
right.
something.
So
Yeah.
why go back to
Some
where-
guys in AEW need a script. Vin agrees for sure.
Yeah, some guys need help. That's fair.
Why go back to a situation that you already did, you weren't happy, or why go back?
In my opinion, a WWE guy, his dad was IRS, if you
Mhm.
remember, he's
Is,
alive. I don't
yeah.
know why I'm fucking calling it,
Putting him in the
writing
grave.
him off. He's a WWE guy, and at the end of the day, bro, Vin just agreed with me. The AEW is just not like for him. He's a storyteller.
Right.
He's very.
He could be for AEW though,
Thank you.
and make them to
But
the
they
next
don't have.
level.
I'm sorry, bro, and you're not gonna like this. They don't have the quality for him. Like their video packages and their backstage promos and stuff. It's still kind of when I watch it, it's kind of like YouTube-ish.
Right.
And Bray Wyatt, his character is
Bray Wyatt
larger than life.
Just got off a film production. You think he would bring in all these extra skills and all these extra ideas and make it that next level? The thing that AEW has been missing is that production level, like
Is
you're
that
just saying.
That
And
creative.
exactly the larger than life element.
They're
beyond the
missing
ring.
that. Yes, they need him.
Yep.
But he will go for what he needs, which is the company that they make their own fucking movie. It's been a while, but they make their own fucking movies.
They do.
I would hate to say that you're wrong, but you are right. He will be going back there. I don't think it's the best option for him. They're going to do exactly the same thing to him that they've always done, where the Fiend, which is probably one of the hottest things that he has ever done, just gets taken out without explanation.
And this is what I'm gonna throw this out there before Hollywood gives his take. I think, and I think some of you guys were kind of like, where the fuck is that gonna happen? How is that gonna happen? I think, and this is probably my fantasy booking, but I think that there's gonna be a wrench thrown in this Cody Rhodes consistent like road to the top, no pun intended, where they're just fucking pushing the shit out of him to Roman, right? I think there's gonna be a wrench thrown in where Bray Wyatt is gonna come through and disturb the peace that we're having with Cody. I think that Bray Wyatt's gonna come through and challenge Cody. I don't know why. I know that it's random, but with Bray Wyatt and his character, anything anything makes sense.
And he has the history with Seth, so I mean, it would make sense.
Mhm.
Makes sense. I mean, I don't think. I mean, he has that connection with Dusty, so that could be thrown in with the Cody
Mhm.
stuff. But
And we know that he with how he writes his shit, and it could easily be turned into, oh, you're the guy from the other side, and you sold your soul or some crazy shit. He comes up with some fucking crazy shit. But Hollywood, I want to hear your take.
Smart market. You want me to just get straight to the point?
Yeah,
I guess you want me to smart it.
just tell me what you think. Period.
What I think.
What do you
Period.
think's gonna happen?
I can't. I'm almost like, as a fan, I can't even give you what I think. I guess he would show up with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, somewhere in Hell in the Cell. Yeah, I'll give you the smart answer.
Mhm. Unless they do like a Roman promo, because we're gonna get into Hell in a Cell, but one of the things that's confusing me is that Hell in a Cell, every pay-per-view is both brands. Hell in a Cell is primarily Raw. So unless like
they go
Roman's out there, he's not having a match at this pay-per-view, which is weird. Unless he's out there cutting a promo or something and Bray comes out, then yeah, that's the dude. At the end of the day, Roman is the one who retired, who kind of like for the time being retired Bray Wyatt. That was his last match, I believe.
You know what? That's the thing, and this is kind of a little bit off topic.
Or one of it, Orton was his last match,
Orton
or one
was,
of his last matches in the title picture.
Yeah,
Because those
Goldberg
guys
title
usually
away from
come
him.
back at Goldberg. Yeah,
Took
don't
the
remind
title
me.
from
Honestly, I
Fuck,
just want to
almost
say
forgot.
this: like AEW is clearly getting a lot of buzz right now. All this MJF shit. We always kind of talk about like Rampage being the lesser of the two shows, Dynamite, Rampage.
I don't think that's ever been said, but
I think Gary just shook his fucking head.
Rampage
Yes,
is always the lesser of the
What's
shows. It's
that?
only an hour long.
all right, fair.
I'm pretty sure you guys referred to it as the heat of AEW one time, but
He's not wrong.
here nor there. So all this buzz, you got the MJF.
We
Why
said
not
the
put
main
your
event.
foot on the fucking gas and have Bray Wyatt come out of Rampage on Friday night?
Because we would already know because it was taped on Wednesday.
That's taped. Yeah,
Yeah, that
unless
would've been a
it was
fucking
live.
huge spoiler.
Well, this Friday is live. I'm pretty sure.
If this doesn't,
If this Friday
to
is
that-
live,
I think
back
it
to
is.
that quick sidebar. If this doesn't get addressed in the next couple
Yeah.
weeks, it's not a work. I'll tell you that.
I do what?
You just do 1 hour of the show.
he's WrestlePedia. Oh, I thought you meant how do you
Oh,
know
well, that-
everything.
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
true, yeah.
fucking. If anybody would know,
That's
Scotty
actually
would.
a rumor.
I was like,
That
fucking.
just kind of tells me everything.
Actually, it was taped fucking on the 5th.
Starts at 8:15.
Well, and technically, guys,
So there's no doubt in my mind.
I think my solid pick is that he's gonna throw the wrench into the Cody the red.
I
hot
can
Cody
see
Rhodes.
that. I can see him. That would make sense as far as
mixing
storyline.
up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am confident that Roman Reigns is injured. Right? Are we all?
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
on
Yeah,
that?
for
I,
sure.
I agree with you
Yeah.
on that one. Yep.
They need to build up a new person.
Yeah.
And they need to give it to two different people at this point. If they're not going to just give everything to Cody
Yeah.
immediately. And
I hate the world champion is not on the show. Like that's
it's the problem with having one
Yeah.
world champion.
right. They did that so many times during like the mid 2000s where so many pay-per-views where there was no world title shot and you're like what do we even
Yeah.
not what are we even doing? I'm sure some of the matches were fine, but like that's what it's all about. That's what people go for. Like it's supposed to be like the title. Like if your champion isn't on the television for unless they're injured,
That's the only thing
what the fuck are you doing?
That's the only thing that sucks for me is that I love the Roman stuff, and I could see it adding more heat to it when if Roman's just taking time off just because he's like, you know what, there's no one for me right now. I hope that he's injured because other than that, it makes no sense to have somebody holding both titles and not
doing anything with it. Yeah.
Vince brought up a good point. I mean, he changed his Twitter
Talking
name
about Vince
from
McMahon.
Vince, you son of a bitch, you watch. Thank you for watching, Vince.
I'll let you admit now.
he changed his Twitter name from Wyndham back to Wyatt, which is WWE.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he?
With a
That's pretty much
That was
concrete.
good
That's
facts.
concrete.
Yeah.
When did that
Did not
happen?
know that.
Because he just tweeted something a couple days ago and it said
Tuesday?
Wyndham. Oh, really? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
He also sidebar elevate the U.S. or Intercontinental Championship.
I would love that. That would
Who
be
are the
great.
fucking champions of either?
Ricochet and Theory.
Why are we having to think about this?
I know. I agree. I don't
Yeah.
disagree.
That's
Every title
crazy.
in WWE is bullshit right
That
now.
title used to mean something. That title back behind Gary's head used to be the workhorse. That used to be the all right. This guy's next in line. This guy's
Yeah.
working his ass off. This guy's going to carry this company the next 2-3 months, 6 months, whatever. And now, and I mean, I don't think it's meant shit. Probably for at least, I don't want to say 20 years, but 20 years.
Because we know that Cody's gonna win He's gonna win one of the fucking world titles at SummerSlam. That's
No, I'm
that's
gonna
gonna.
No,
be
make
Hold
them
it,
mean
hold
shit
it, and
again.
turn it to the white
Separate
title.
the world's heavyweight championships and the undisputed championship, and fucking unify the intercontinental and U.S. championship.
So here's my my
Make it the
miracle
European?
booking for.
Make it like a North or whatever you want. to
Europe-
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Something.
God.
I want a petition. Someone, if anybody's in the comment section, please, would you like to see a European title championship back? Because I
No.
absolutely would. No, I love that title as a kid.
What a
In
They
waste.
technically have it in NXT.
UK, I think.
Well,
I think
UK.
the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's my miracle booking, and I know it's not Hell in a Cell. It'll be for Money in the Bank. It gives Roman some time, but a triple threat ladder match for the titles: Bray Wyatt, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns,
Seth.
Cody Rhodes, and Bray Wyatt both pull down separate straps, and there you go on being different champions.
Mhm.
It builds them both up. It allows Roman to not get pinned. It allows Roman to go out and heal for a bit, come back, and then go on his like reclaim streak right around WrestleMania.
His revenge
blah,
tour,
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. Yep. It will never happen. So what's that? What do you guys think is actually going to happen? Because
I said my take. What do you think? My solid pick is, and I know it's out there, but I think he's gonna throw a wrench in the Cody situation.
so you think
I can see
though?
that.
All right. So Cody is the
Cody's
hot-
still gonna win at SummerSlam, for which is what I originally
But
predicted.
Orton's facing that
But
SummerSlam.
there's gonna
That's what
be-
plans are.
You think so? That's the thing. Yo, one thing I won't take
So
away
Riddle
from
was supposed to
WWE,
face him at Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there's
you're right.
so many different
I
people
mean, it could still happen.
at Hell in a
Mm.
Cell.
Yeah.
Roman's not.
No, it was supposed to
Exactly.
be. It was supposed to be Riddle and Roman at Hell in a Cell, Orton and him at SummerSlam
Yep.
or Money in the Bank, and then him and Drew
Just
at
someone
the
new
UK.
for Roman to smash. I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not mad at it, but what do you think?
Or maybe
'Cause I
Riddle
think-
was Money in the Bank. I think Riddle was Money in the Bank. Orton was SummerSlam.
Hmm.
Drew was.
I truly
Uh,
think that
okay.
there's gonna be a wrench being thrown in the Cody run, and it's gonna be
Could be.
Bray.
It could be.
Yeah, that's the only way that we're still talking about Wyatt right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way to introduce it. I feel like is to bring him in the
It
whole.
could be Roman too, because
but he's hurt. So what? So Roman's gonna talk to him, fucking twice a month.
assuming that he's hurt. Yeah,
I mean, Wyatt's
Mm.
carried people through rivalries before. I mean, look at
Yeah,
his shit
that's
with
true.
Goldberg. Look at all the other shit.
hmm
So it wouldn't surprise me, but
All right. We're gonna go right back to. I want to talk about Hell in a Cell at the end of the show because that's what's coming up.
Mm.
Respectfully, can we talk about Double or Nothing?
Yeah, we can.
how long you got?
How long do I got?
Yeah.
Are we gonna go 4 hours like the pay per view did?
Is that all 4 hours? That's
To
it?
was
start
like,
it
yeah,
off,
Five.
Maybe 5. It was like it was 5.
to start it off. Sound
Okay.
off in the comments if you agree or disagree. I would be very surprised if you disagree. AEW needs to have
7 to 1.
either shorter pay-per-views or 2-night extravaganzas because
Not tonight.
I'm gonna push back against the 2 night.
I am too.
but-
But
The only pushback and a little bit more pushback. I agree that it's too long. However, we do only get these big main event pay per views 4 times a year.
4 times a year.
So I
Yes.
understand that,
So-
but I also agree we didn't need those 2 extra matches that were added on.
Tony's feeling it, and at the end of the day, you guys see me struggling through falling asleep.
we do, yes.
We will stay up if we need to,
Right.
But it's just like, and again, there's not a match on the show that really. Well, there was one that missed. I want to say.
Well, that's my point. I want us to recall the entire card.
Oh wow.
The entire card. I'm
Yep.
gonna just name it off.
Without,
so we're not
no.
taking forever.
Without looking at it.
I can can I try?
Okay, go ahead.
We can all like just shoot out
So-
random matches.
Obviously the 2 Owen Cups,
Yep.
the world title.
Sidebar.
Yep.
Vin Rich shorter. Make it shorter. Get rid of the meaningless matches, which there were,
Yeah,
and
there were a
I
lot.
called out 2.
Yeah.
Not that they were bad, but I
No,
called out 2.
wait, they weren't bad. No, the Darby Allin and O'Reilly match were good.
The
but
2 that were
di-
added.
Yes, didn't need that.
Yep.
So Owen Cup, 2 Owen Cups, world title, women's world title, tag title, TBS, the 6-man tag with
What-
TNT with Scorpio Men of the Year.
Yeah, I didn't need that.
That one was added. That didn't need. That was the other one that didn't need it. Kyle O'Reilly. Holy cannoli.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
shaved.
fuck.
See?
That could have shaved like a half hour to an hour off the show
Mm.
easily.
Anyone else have any other
Yeah.
matches in there that they think they can remember?
Wardlow, MJF.
Wardlow and JF. Thank you.
Wardlow MJF, Jade Cargill versus
TBS title.
TBS. Yep.
Yeah.
So that. Yep.
Serena Deeb,
Women's match.
which
Yep.
that match was a fucking sleeper.
It,
I
it
thought
kind
that
of.
match
I thought it was gonna be bad, but it was
I
pretty
thought it
damn
was gonna
good.
be bad, but that was
Yeah.
really good.
Let's talk about that. Let's finish off the rest of this card. So I think we're missing 3 matches.
I think we are.
Punk
Said-
versus
said
Hangman.
one title. Yep.
What else are we?
Tag
what else?
titles.
It's-
Both Owen Cups.
All right,
It was a triple threat tag title match.
Yep.
Pull up the card. See how many matches we missed. How
Wow.
many matches are forgettable?
That's a
All
whole
right.
nother
That's a
bag
good point. I
of.
like that.
Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah, there it is. That's
Definitely a
one.
forgettable
Oh,
match.
because the fucking music, dude.
Who won that match?
Oh my god! Let me throw this out there right now to the wrestling gods
People,
watching.
I saw people on Twitter like
My
the
new
music.
favorite
I don't
faction,
mind
by
it.
the
I
way.
don't understand.
Jericho
don't-
Appreciation
Unless we all have-
Society.
Unless we all have sensory stuff, like I didn't enjoy it.
I do.
You do?
I kind of do. Yeah.
Which part? Enjoy it or have
No,
sensory
we say we
issues?
yeah.
I have both.
I
Same.
feel like I might have autism on the low. I don't know.
Pretty sure you do, but go ahead.
Yeah, probably.
Welcome to the
Definite.
Neurodivergent Club.
Definitely, just like Tony Khan. I don't like the music during matches or even brawls. They've done it before during brawls, and they keep playing somebody's music. And what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, when I hear myself talk about it, I'm sure there's people in the comments or just people in general who are like, "What are you mad at? This sounds so stupid," but it just goes up my ass for some
You know
reason.
what's
no,
funny?
I
You
get
say
that.
that is I was watching fucking Dynamite Wednesday. I'm like, how many people are gonna come out and say cut the music? How many people cut their fucking music on
There was somebody-
MJF did it, Jericho did
Jericho,
it.
I mean, MJF,
Everybody's like, cut the fucking
MJF
music.
did
I
not
was
do
like,
it. MJF did not do it.
MJF is the originator.
Yeah.
he is.
But-
flip the fuck out. Cut the fucking music.
I don't want to listen to theme music while people are either wrestling
Not for a whole
in a
30
match
minutes,
or
yeah.
brawling. That
Which is
shit's
funny because
stupid.
in the car rides, that's all Jimmy does is listen to the same fucking song 15 times.
That's
So-
fine. I'm getting hyped for the show.
The same one?
That's different. We're not fucking wrestling in the car. We're driving to the
Yeah.
show,
We might be
The
wrestling.
same fucking song though?
On
Isn't that
loop.
your issue?
bro. When I'm at the gym and I'm doing chests, just know Roman's on repeat.
Really?
Yeah,
You listen to the
I-
same song?
I have a bunch of wrestling. things
Also,
on my
while
phone.
he
I get that,
masturbates.
but if you put Roman's theme
Maybe.
on repeat for 15 times,
yeah, no.
that's my issue.
All right, fair.
And then his issue is that they play the same song multiple times during the match.
it's in a match. It's so I don't
So-
want to hear it, bro.
I can't recall this off the top of my head. Is it because the bell hasn't rung?
No, the bell rang.
Bell rang. Yeah.
And it's happened in AEW 2 other times during brawls or
what
matches.
was the other one? What were the times?
I can't call it off the top of my
Okay,
head.
no,
I
it's
will
fine.
look it
I
up.
just-
And,
I can't
and
remember.
Maybe just an accident, like the rest of the accidents that happen on AEW.
I just don't get it, man. Tony's fucking super fan asses in the back, like, keep playing the music. Like, no, it doesn't.
That's true.
work,
That's
bro.
where the super fan bites him in the ass.
Yeah.
I think it just adds to like the chaos part of it.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
guess
everyone's
that's the
like
only time I could
scrambling to
agree
deal
about
with
it with
but
you, but I don't know.
know.
Man.
I don't mind it. It's whatever.
What other matches did we forget?
Right.
Britt Baker, Ruby Soho. We didn't name that one.
That's a cup. Owen Cup.
Oh yeah, true.
Adam Cole versus Samoa
Owen
Joe.
Cup.
We didn't name that one.
No, we didn't. Owen Cup.
True. House of Black
Forgot that.
versus Death Triangle.
Forgot that one.
Which is funny because that was also sleeper of the night.
That was sleeper of the night.
We
That
brought
was a
up
hell of a
everything
match.
else aside from Hookhausen versus Tony Nese.
That's
and
Ah.
that's about
Sterling.
buy-in. I mean, that kind of counts.
Listen,
Did we get everything else?
we have
Yeah.
one more that
Why
I'm
did
gonna
we go to
I'm gonna make a
Scotty for that one?
painful
We should've went to
painful
everyone else.
statement, and I
Yeah.
want to know if people agree. The Hardys versus the Young Bucks.
We did forget about how did we forget about the Young Bucks?
See, that's the problem.
Wow. Yeah, we did.
The
forget about the Bucks.
Hardys, Jeff Hardy in particular,
Uh-huh.
a little washed.
I mean, he got that match against Darby. I think did some damage more than he's leading.
Jeff Hardy
on.
is currently injured.
Yeah.
He has to be, but
No, he
at
is
that point,
literally
He
at that
he
point,
wrestled at least 2 matches.
at
injured.
that point, take the Hardys versus Young Bucks match out if you want to put in one of those matches.
You can't. You are selling that match so fucking hard. It's a
I mean,
first time
true,
only
but
match.
shit, man.
Second time.
Fucking the rest of us are going.
They were
through a
selling it first
6-hour
time
They
pay-per-view.
were. You're right.
But yeah, no, that was a trash match in general.
Yeah, I was very, very disappointed.
Yep. I also want to point out that I called that during our last podcast.
That was going to be the one that was asked.
That's the disappointment of the night.
Yeah, you
I
did
guess we
call it.
did,
Yeah, you did call it.
And
You
up
did
there
call
with the Britt Baker Ruby Soho match, like that.
Yeah,
Those are the two.
He got
I mean,
hurt. How do you
I-
call him washed?
Uh,
We were just all like talking about him may possibly having a rematch with Punk a couple weeks ago.
you were saying that. No one else was.
No one else was saying that.
Nobody else was excited
No
about
one
that.
was
So
saying
now it's a
that.
bad idea.
Gary had a very shit take a couple months ago where he said that Jeff Hardy was gonna have a world title run.
He might still.
I don't doubt
it
it.
took
I'm not
CM Punk.
disagreeing.
It took CM Punk how
That's laughable.
how long to get a fucking title run?
Why is it laughable?
Why is that laughable?
It's not.
God.
It's
Oh,
laughable because
God.
they said on the podcast a few weeks
Laugh
ago
with
that's not
me
going to
if
happen.
you think that
but-
Jeff Hardy having a world title run is laughable because he's laughing.
I mean, now it is.
He's laughing.
Now it kind of is, but I mean, not
because he's
laughable.
injured. Were you guys not hyped after that Darby match?
I was.
Yeah, but like
that match was fucking.
He was
sick.
he was on top of his game back then. He was fucking injured now,
yeah.
but it has been for the past couple matches.
Gary, I'm sorry.
It brought your momentum down.
And I was I had like Jeff Hardy armbands that I used to make with my mother's stockings
Hell
You
yeah.
still have the Lita thongs you wear.
that she probably wore fucking my dad and shit. But listen, all right.
Is that I'm actually curious if
Jeff
this is a true
Hardy
story or
is
not,
not
behind
that
that.
dude. The AEW title is prestigious, and Jeff
Kinda
Hardy's
is,
not
yeah.
holding that. Jeff
It was
Hardy
until
will
Adam
never
Page
hold.
held it.
No,
Jeff
I
Hardy
mean,
will never hold
give it
the
to a young guy.
AEW world title.
No? Oh. Huh.
Agree or disagree? He will never hold the AEW title, and I'm gonna put that to bed right now.
A AEW title?
Yeah, no, the AEW title, the very prestigious title that doesn't get passed around like.
I think
hot
he'll
potato,
he'll take a run for it.
but he's not gonna
Yeah,
win.
He probably won't win it.
He's
Alright.
not gonna
I
win
can
it.
see him.
I don't even think he's.
Sure.
I don't even think he's gonna fucking be in the title picture.
I can see him being in the title picture. I'll agree.
I don't.
I'll say
I'll
that,
put.
but I
I'll
don't
put.
know
I'll
if
put
he's
my
gonna-
hair on it. I don't care if my hair is 6.
Being injured
fucking
doesn't help him. But
6 inches at the time. Whatever. I will put my hair on it.
The problem is like he has so much time to do it, right? Like it took Punk how long to fucking get there? He has a lot of time.
And I'm gonna say something painful.
you know what holds him back
Again,
though?
That these
Nah.
guys know. These guys know what I'm
That
gonna
is the
say.
only reason why he's still around.
I
and
gave
why he's
them.
relevant
I
Oh,
gave them
yeah,
the
yeah.
spoiler.
But how do you
Yep.
separate now?
easily, just like they have every other time.
I'm gonna
Matt
piss.
turns on him.
I'm gonna piss you off because I like to.
This is fun. Here we
Okay?
go.
These guys know what I'm about to say.
Fucking care.
CM Punk is entering washed era.
No.
No,
because he just sold everything from Adam Page. You've been watching way too many Omega matches.
He's not
I mean-
talking about the selling.
Omega matches.
I'm not
are-
talking about the selling, right?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you
Finish
guys
it.
all agree with
Finish
me
it
except
off.
for Gary?
Why? Because
Buckshot.
yeah, exactly. He was selling the
It
fucking
wasn't
leg
just
injuries.
He was selling the like. Yeah, he went on the mic off air and said he should never do
Yeah,
buckshot
he
lariats.
did,
He
he
was
did.
selling it. Yeah.
No, I think
I
he
didn't know that
realized. Yeah,
Did
I
you
don't.
tell me that before we do this podcast?
Fucking
If you think that CM Punk is entering washed era, it already is. Give
I
me
saw-
a hell yeah in the comments.
I saw
because-
this on Twitter and I want to get comments. I'm gonna get your guys' reaction.
and I love CM Punk. Love.
Which is funny because he's whether he's watched or not, he's still the best in AEW, which even makes him the best in WWE. There's no competition.
Nah.
Who the fuck else is there to compete with him in AEW?
Oh my
Bryan Danielson?
God.
That's about it.
I mean, I
What
would.
Adam Page?
There's two possibilities of just- in my mind right now. There are
He's
two
the best
people.
in AEW.
Easily.
Top, like pound
Number
for
one,
pound.
easily. Samoa Joe might be up there,
I mean,
but
Yo, this dude is crazy.
Keith Lee. But those are
I
pretty
hate what
much
they.
the four.
I can't even stand what they're doing with Keith Lee and Swerve
oh,
Strickland.
I love that
I-
Keenan
I
and
mean,
Kel shirt. That's
Mm.
great.
Best in AEW takes in the comments right now, please.
I'm gonna spit this out here. So, two possible people that can dethrone Punk.
Oh man, bro.
One,
Not even dethrone. I'm not talking about dethrone.
not
I'm
talking
just
about
saying
dethrone?
who's the best in AEW right now. Gary's
Okay.
saying CM Punk.
easily.
Easily.
Not even close. Like, there's not one even in his tier.
What happens when Kenny comes back? Is he still the best in AEW?
Yeah, because Kenny's going for that triple
he's not.
title.
No, he's not.
Yes,
No.
easily.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Kenny-
Kenny's not that great.
Kenny.
What?
He's not that great.
Okay,
He's not CM Punk level great.
I need to leave before I say
I
something.
never expected Scotty to act like this other than with Hollywood George, and I know Hollywood George is
What
fucking-
the
I
fuck
don't
is
even know
that
what to
supposed
say
to
to
mean?
that. I don't
Kenny's
even
not
like
that
Kenny
good.
Omega.
He's
but-
not
Oh
that
my
great. He's on the
God.
CM Punk level.
Yeah, oh.
So
How many times-
Yo, what?
How many
I don't-
times has Kenny been in the top 10 PWI wrestlers of the year?
And we were just talking the other day of how Charlotte Flair was number 1 5 years in a row. That shit doesn't matter.
Yes, well, Charlotte
Uh,
Flair's the
it's-
fucking goat. So
Shut your fucking mouth, Hollywood George.
See?
Shut your
I'm just
fucking
saying.
mouth.
See, that's who you have defending you on that honor. I don't fucking care what PWI says.
my guy, his finisher move. Let's be honest, it's a fucking knee to the face.
No, it's not. It's called the One Winged Angel.
No, he's talking about
No.
CM Punk.
Oh, okay.
That the One
Sorry.
Wing Angel
It's
sorry,
beautiful.
is a way better finisher than a fucking
Isn't it the same thing that Jay Cargill uses?
Dennis, I'm pinning your comment because that's
no.
What do you say?
Omega versus Punk would be wild.
Oh,
It would be a good match.
give me
Definitely-
that. Give me what I
definitely would
want.
be
Give
good
me a
match.
Punk Omega match.
Omega can learn to sell.
And
No, that would be the first ever 6-star match.
let me piss Gary off a little more. That match would be even
I would have
more
to be
wild.
Pissed off to begin with.
That match, Omega versus Punk, shout out to Dennis, would be more wild if Punk didn't fuck it up, because he would fuck that match up. He would not be able to keep up with Kenny
He can't.
Omega.
Yeah, he can't hang with Kenny Omega.
How can he not hang with Kenny Omega?
Oh
He
my
hasn't had a problem
God.
with having any matches
Do you
at
watch
all.
wrestling, or you just?
Have you been on the
Wow.
podcast?
Oh, shit.
Well, I have to take a pee break, so I'm going
Once
to
again,
go at it.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, come at him, because there's no way. Gary, this is the CM Punk
Gary,
fan talking
I'm
to you,
gonna
right?
say I'm
Bring
sorry,
it.
and I'm waiting for you to speak, Jimmy. At what point you cut me off for talking shit to CM Punk? I love CM Punk. The Darby Allin match with Jeff Hardy was more exciting than any match CM Punk's had on AEW since he's been on.
So you weren't watching any of
there's-
his shit with MJF.
It's
You
not.
weren't
It's
watching
not.
any of his shit with Eddie Kingston.
The Eddie Kingston feud was. Eddie Kingston's not even a great wrestler to me.
Oh my God.
What does he do that's so great? What does Eddie Kingston do that's like takes you at the edge of your fucking
I love
seat?
Eddie Kingston, man. And
What-
that's easily
Yeah, the attitude and the
that CM
promos and the
CM Punk's best match since being back was against Eddie Kingston.
I think his
100%.
Hangman Page match was a little better.
Nope. CM Punk was
His
sloppy.
MJF match, that dog collar match.
The dog
Beautiful.
collar match was
Amazing, yes. Amazing fucking hardcore style. If you're getting a beer, get me one, please.
I forgot about the dog collar match.
Gansett,
I'll give you that.
or whatever.
And
Set me up. I don't
normally,
know.
dog collar matches are not great.
Exciting. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
that was
that
a
was
that was a
amazing.
fucking good one.
So
Yeah.
great. We agree. MJF
Well,
CM Punk can still hang.
That's just my
Fantastic.
style of
CM Punk will not be able. He's hanging by a thread, Gary. That's why they gave. This is why, and we
Yeah.
talked about this on the podcast.
it's
The
not
last
going to be a
times.
long run.
This
It's-
is why
yeah.
CM Punk has the title now, because they see it.
Because
and
he's
it's
the best
he's
person
not
for the
getting
fucking
any
title.
Better. He's getting worse.
He's the best
And
person in the
that's-
company. That's why he has the fucking title.
There's a, you know what? I can name a couple people off the top of my head right now that are better for the champion than CM Punk, and I'm happy that
Who?
he's champion.
Who? I can't think of a single
100
person.
Brian Danielson.
Is already doing great things.
No, but
and he will eventually
It
be
doesn't
there.
matter what he's doing. We're talking about who would be better.
He wouldn't be better right now.
All right.
I think that's
I love CM Punk, and I think that I've been saying it for the last couple weeks. We all have. This is the time to give him the title. But what we have to acknowledge is
the
that
Summer of Punk.
aside from our tribal chief, we have to acknowledge the fact that CM Punk, you have to give him the title now because he's entering the wash stage.
You have to give him the title now because he deserves it now.
Gary, you need to bust, dude. And I'm gonna explain this.
Do you have the name for the hooker that
Do
you
it,
used the
do
other
it,
day?
It's
do it,
like-
do it, do
It's
it.
like you're
Get back
screwing
in
the,
the-
you're screwing
They
this
never
really
give me
hot
the
chick,
name.
right?
Yep.
And you bust, and then you're like, she's okay, I guess. And that's CM Punk, the title championship. We got it. It's over. We're okay. Well,
I'm not saying take
I
it
don't
off
wanna-
him right away.
but I think you're satisfied as much as you're going to be with him having the title. Like,
No.
yeah, give him a couple matches with it or whatever.
Give him
But-
a good solid summer of killer matches.
Give him the
Thank
year.
you. It's
And
3
a
months.
year. Oh my
3
god.
months. No, not
I'm
a
good
year.
with the
Next
Not a
summer.
double
I
or
year.
agree
nothing.
with you.
Yeah.
Not a
The
year.
short.
Come
I'm
down
gonna
from the
call
high of
something
CM
that
Punk,
Scotty's
Gary,
gonna agree
please.
with, and I'm sure Hollywood's gonna agree with. CM Punk will not have a title reign that lasts beyond the summer.
Absolutely.
Hard pass.
Okay.
He will have a title reign probably until the next Double or Nothing. And he'll go into it. Yeah. I don't see much competition.
Huh. I don't. A solid year. No
like, who's the
one-
next ranked guy? Who's number one or
They
two?
I don't think they've. I mean, unless it's MJF.
If Kenny Omega comes back, he is.
He's vying for those triple titles.
The only two people that I would like to see dethrone CM Punk, one is MJF.
I could take that. Yeah,
2 is Eddie Kingston.
they've already done those feuds.
That's okay. I would love.
They'll revisit MJF
They'll
versus
revisit,
Punk all
yeah.
day.
And
All
you,
day,
if you pay
dude.
attention on Twitter, Eddie Kingston is always calling Punk a fuckhead, an asshole, something. So that's gonna come back to us eventually.
Mhm.
That would be a good. They do have good chemistry,
It would
but
be very Mankind McFoley-esque if Eddie won the
He
title.
couldn't
This
keep
could
up with your
be-
boy Hangman, who you don't even like that.
if you think
up with-
if you think the whole MJF shit is a work,
He
then this would be a
Carried
good
the
way
entire match.
He
to make the
carried
word go. Why
match.
no?
He easily carried that match.
Title shot against Punk.
There wasn't even close.
I know.
What did Hangman do in that match that was
I was like, just
noteworthy?
hoping he was gonna-
Gary, you're smoking crack. I never thought I'd say this.
I mean, you're the one who's a fan of Adam Page all of a sudden.
I'm not a fan of Adam Page at all, but
I am.
he didn't. I'm a little bit of a. He did not carry that match with Adam Page.
Most certainly did.
It was late. I would honestly have to watch it back to give an honest opinion. Honestly,
This is the same guy who said that Cody Rhodes, when he came out of WrestleMania, it wasn't loud. Like what? The
Oh
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
it also
that's-
wasn't
yeah.
loud.
You need to check your ears on that
Oh
one.
my god!
It wasn't.
bro.
It wasn't top 15 for best WrestleMania pops.
Look that way. Try to see if I can see right through the wall because
Can you hear anything through your mask?
Not usually, no.
Yeah, okay, great.
Hollywood, you look like you want to go off. Please.
I don't like. He's not gonna. I'm trying to think of a way I can make a bet with. I've been rattling for 3 minutes.
shave your
Bets
head
with
again?
Gary. I don't want to risk my hair, but maybe like
What hair?
honestly. Oh, there's fucking hair there. There's fucking hair.
Oh, the
there.
back
It's
hair bet. All right, cool.
The back is shaved, actually. You guys know that, but we're digressing from.
How
We're
the
digressing
hell would
from the
we
fucking
know
point.
that?
Because Jimmy sent the
Because-
picture.
Oh, that's right.
So, anyways, if CM Punk has that championship by the end of August,
Mm-hmm.
then I will buy you a brand new Maple Leafs jersey. If he does
Sounds
not
like
have
that.
that championship, if he loses it by then I will buy a New York Rangers shirt and you will wear it on an episode of the podcast.
Wow. Shake on it.
I mean, yeah, let's go.
All right. I know Vin loves that.
There it is. There we
I mean,
go. But
What a
The-
not a great
I can't
candidate
wait to
go
see you
with,
not
but
in that
I
Maple Leafs
cannot-
jersey.
believe I am doing this. But every time Punk has been a champion, it's been during the summer. I don't want to say the words. Gary, do not make me tell him he's right. Do
It's
not
weird that
make me
there's
say
a
that.
365
Do
days
not make
Say
me
it.
summer.
saying
Do
that
it.
Hollywood
Do
George may
it.
be right,
Do it, Scotty.
but he might be fucking right.
And he's the
right.
WrestlePedia.
Has
so
He's
he
he
been
right.
fucking knows.
champion for
He's
365 days before?
He's right.
Yes, he has.
Great. So then is it an endless summer?
It could be.
So what's your point?
By the way, I'll be getting that Maple
I
Leafs
don't
jersey
think
the
he's gonna
same place
make
I
it
get
past-
my
I mean,
wrestling
he might not
tees.
make it past the summer. I don't know.
Get it from fucking China. Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna get it
'cause
from the
it's not
flea
gonna
market.
happen.
I was gonna say
See,
these,
Gary-
Gary's gonna be like, I believe you said Mitchell and Ness. Fucking
CM
no.
Punk is
Yeah, I did
entering
not.
washed
these
era.
sweaters are not cheap.
I
So have
know
fun.
they're not.
That's true,
I know they're not. That's how I know CM Punk is not gonna have that title.
God, I hope you shell out and get him.
He's not
I
gonna.
don't know. I don't know.
You think CM Punk's gonna fucking keep up with a New Japan guy at Forbidden Door?
We'll fucking find out.
Wait. Punk?
Yeah,
He's facing Tanahashi.
yeah,
Yeah.
New Japan.
Yeah.
The Forbidden Door.
Right,
He's
right.
not keeping up with him.
Gary, I'll throw a bonus stipulation. If he
Tanahashi's
has it in
good.
December, I'll buy you a signed fucking Maple Leafs jersey.
Wow.
This is great. Keep adding on. What happens if he has the title by All In next year? Double or Nothing next
I
year.
will pay for your next blowjob. And it will
You're
be.
the only one that
I,
pays for
I
that.
was going to
Sal.
say, yeah, that only works the other way.
I was gonna say from Sky Blue, but forget it now.
Oh wow.
You blew it.
Why are you
Nope, too late.
doesn't
offending
cheat.
both of us?
He doesn't cheat. We discussed this.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess.
What
But
the
pe-
hell?
Not just Jimmy. but-
No,
Well,
I
okay.
know. I know.
All right, we guys, it is an hour into this podcast,
No,
and
we're
we haven't
fine.
even talked about Hell in a Cell.
Well, that's the
That's
last
okay.
topic.
Yeah,
Why are
last
you
topic.
stressed out?
You're
Why are you
alright.
stressed out? Is it because we're pointing out the truth that CM Punk is washed?
No, we're pointing out the fact that you're drunk clearly, and you don't know shit.
Whoa.
All right.
Uh-oh.
We'll see how fast Kenny Omega comes back and puts your boy to shame. He doesn't even have to win the title.
Let's see if Kenny even comes back from his injury.
He's coming back, first of
Eventually,
all.
yeah.
I
Second
mean, we can
of
hope
all,
not, but
he doesn't even have to win the world title to embarrass your boy. Your boy's going to try to fucking mimic his moves and botch them 80,000 times.
So he hit the buckshot lariat like what 6 times in a row, like every other week, and then he had one match where he came in and then
Did he hit the buckshot lariat?
yeah.
Punk? No, I don't think he
Yes,
did.
he did. We talked about that 2 weeks ago
Did he?
about how he's turning heel now, and that's why he used the buckshot lariat. And then it didn't work that he
I don't
was
remember
going
us
heel.
talking about the
I
buckshot
might have been.
lariat.
I might have been a little
Drunk.
high that episode. I don't know.
Maybe I might have been high too. I'm drunk and I don't know shit.
I thought we were
but
talking about how
I
stupid
called
it looked
Cody
when he
Rhodes
did it.
coming back, which everybody.
Well, at Double or Nothing looked dumb because even in
Because
the
his knees
presser
couldn't
he
take it.
said, "Yeah, his knees couldn't take it
because
His
he was
knees
working the,
couldn't take it.
because he's
And you think he has a
washed
fucking
up,
year in him?
Gary?
because he was
Washed up?
selling the knees. Why do you guys
I'm
not
joking.
know anything about
It
wrestling
was not
anymore?
kayfabe.
Are you
It was
watching
real.
too much?
He doesn't have knees.
He's not selling.
He's selling.
This is a guy. You're the biggest CM Punk
if
fan
he
I
was
know.
selling, he would not say what he did at the presser.
It's real to me, God damn it.
Exactly. And I am a fucking ginormous. Me and you were literally the biggest CM Punk fans in any arena we walked into when we went to all those shows. CM Punk literally had every injury under the sun when he was with WWE and wrestled through them. You're telling me that it's so far-fetched that he's not actually fucking beat down and washed. I'm not saying it's his own fault. He can absolutely fucking wrestle, and he still has good matches.
Great, so he's not washed.
He's washed.
You just put those on two different spectrums.
No,
there.
he's saying he's entering the wash. Like it's the beginning of the end. And
He's
on the
in a
down.
So was he
downhill.
washed during that fucking hangman match?
Yes.
So he's not entering yet. He is there, is what he said.
Gary, is he past his
Just
prime?
because his
No,
first one
he's entering
doesn't
his
mean
prime.
it's
He's
well,
entering his prime?
no. I agree with Cody that Pro Wrestling Prime is what do you say?
Who's
35.
Cody?
Cody Rhodes?
Sorry,
Oh, yep.
he said 35 to
like,
41
where
or
is he at?
42 or something. Yeah, you know my boy Cody R. Him and I are tight. He doesn't like using last names, so it's a thing.
Did buy that part of the trademark.
Yeah, right.
CM Punk's not selling anything. He's beat up. And because of that, he's washed. I'm not saying there's washed because
He's
you're beat.
selling, but
Okay.
I'm sure there's a mix of both. Let's be honest. There's a mix of both,
But
right?
did you watch the presser though? He did say he's literally on Twitter. Someone said Punk goes, if anyone tells me to try the buckshot lariat again, tell me no or something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Yep.
Right, because he understands that
It's a young man's move.
it looked bad.
Sure. Oh, it did absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
He understands that.
But that's because he couldn't
Do it.
He couldn't do it. He couldn't maneuver it. He couldn't execute it. I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying this past match on Wednesday, he was fine coming off the top rope.
He did. He looked fine with FCR. You're right.
Yep. So
Is that a hangman thing then?
I think it was that he was selling during the match.
He's not selling.
I don't know.
Your boys enter.
I think it's a mix of both.
all right.
Speaking of selling,
How are they going to sell tickets to fucking Hell in a Cell if they can't sell tickets?
I was
to
going to
Money in the
say
Bank?
Hell in the
Didn't they get
Cell.
moved
but
to a
alright.
small
From
arena?
one
Yeah.
extreme to the next, from a fucking 6-hour show to a 6-match pay-per-view that is supposedly Raw and SmackDown,
But it's mostly Raw.
but it's
100% Raw.
all Raw.
100% Raw, yeah.
Finn Balor and AJ Styles and Liv Morgan versus the Judgment Day. Theory versus Mustafa Ali, both Raw so far. Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens, Raw. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP,
Again.
No one.
Raw.
Again.
Bianca Belair versus Asuka versus Becky Lynch, Raw.
Raw.
And Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking
Raw.
Rollins, Raw.
Because I mean, on SmackDown, what do they have besides New Day and Butch and Roman?
Usos.
If you look this
Fuck the Usos.
pay-per-view up, it's a WWE all-around Raw
Show for real.
SmackDown show, but there's no SmackDown.
There's also none of the
Matches.
secondary titles.
But that's
That's
not
common
not a
now.
new thing. Yeah,
I know
that's
it's
not
not,
a new
but what, they're not going to defend it at all anymore?
I guess.
thing. If they're not going to
Apparently
give
not.
the WWE Women's Tag Team a tournament, they're not going to give any other title other than what
The-
Roman's holding.
The IC title,
We-
any
our
of the other
fir-
tag team
our
titles?
First,
You know what?
Our
Just-
first merch has to be like a red hat with the "Make the IC and US titles great
Hell
again."
yes.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
holy shit,
I mean, the only person. I mean,
I don't know if I would wear that.
you might as well just give the U.S. and Intercontinental to the Usos' brother down in NXT because they all give the titles to the Anoa'i family. You know,
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a
Annoying
little.
family.
Anoa'i. I probably announced it. I pronounced it wrong. It's
Oh,
fine.
no, I thought you were serious with
no.
annoying.
No, it was a
It's
good
Anoa'i.
pun.
That
Yeah,
I
was a
meant
good
to do
pun.
on purpose. I was on purpose. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sell it. That's great.
that should be our first fucking merch.
Annoying
the annoying
family.
family.
I kind of that is
Jimmy would
that's the
never
thing
let it
I like.
fly.
Acknowledge the
Acknowledging
annoying
annoying family.
So what do we have for matches anyway?
I am actually mostly excited for this. I think that every match in this pay-per-view minus one is gonna be good to great. Bobby Lashley versus Omos and MVP is the only match that I see failing in this pay-per-view.
The Veer one?
Really?
Or premium event.
You're
You think-
excited for Mustafa Ali and
Veer?
I'm glad he's actually. on
I'm
the
not.
pay-per-view.
There's matches that I'm not like excited about, but I see them and I'm like, this is gonna be a good match. That's 6-person mixed tag is gonna be good. The Theory versus Mustafa Ali
Should
is
be
gonna
good.
be good to
Should
great.
be good. Yeah.
Ezekiel versus Kevin Owens, good to great. Bianca, Asuka, and Becky Lynch, good to great. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins, great.
You have a very optimistic view of this pay-per-view.
I do. Because you know what? I slept on Backlash and that ended up smacking us in the face.
I don't know. It sounds
yeah.
like a very lackluster Hell in the Cell to me.
That's how we felt about
It is,
Backlash too.
it is lackluster in terms of the fact that there should be more matches. I don't know why SmackDown's not on this at all. It's very weird to me.
Because tonight they'll come out with a bunch of random ass matches.
Actually, you might be right on SmackDown tomorrow. They could come out.
All right, we're live now.
We are live. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yep, we
It's
can't
not
say tonight.
taped like Thursday night SmackDown.
And I had to fucking like
Say night
reprogram my fucking entire brain.
That's because
before.
I keep saying it just to mess with you. But yeah.
Man.
Oh, am I the only drunk one?
Hey, you might be.
I had fucking 13 weeks of having to say Fridays. Fuck. In fact, 3 of them I kept saying tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
So
yeah.
it didn't matter.
I
It
think
took me another 2 weeks.
the only match that's worth like having predictions for, because all the other ones, whatever. The one that sticks out that we have to
That's gonna
make
be
a
fun.
prediction for is Rhodes versus Rollins. Does Rhodes win 3 in a row, or does Rollins take a W?
Wyatt interferes.
Yep.
Someone interferes. It's a Hell in the Cell. I don't know.
Rollins is gonna take this fucking dub with the help of Bray Wyatt.
That promo on Monday was good though.
Oh my god!
It
Can
was-
we talk about that? That
we
was
can.
the first time that
They
the
mentioned
other
AEW.
side was mentioned.
Yeah, sure was. Did he say AEW though, or did
He
he
did
just say-
not.
Okay, I didn't think. He
And
did.
that's what makes WWE better. Is that
Yeah.
if MJF better at that type of war, the television warfare.
Nissan ratings.
Nissan ratings. Thank you.
That if the AEW stuff is what MJF is a work, like Gary said, they mentioned WWE.
Because everyone already knows what that is. It's not like you're turning into AEW and never knowing what wrestling was in the first place.
Tony just loves mentioning WWE without even.
I see a lot of that on Twitter, and Kuji kind of gets on the AEW guys for being on WWE's dick. Which sometimes I see that, but other times I just think,
Also, Gary, the Yankees are pitching a perfect game, but that's neither here nor
What,
there.
second inning?
Let me look that up for you actually, because look,
so
Scott,
the-
keep going. I'm sorry.
They haven't
No,
even
it's okay.
started yet, but don't worry.
no, I just like. I mean, yes, I get that AEW absolutely they mention WWE more so than WWE does mention them. That's because WWE has never mentioned another company
7th inning. Go ahead.
since WCW, since 2001, since 20 effing years ago. So that makes sense why they don't acknowledge it. So, but AEW, I mean, so many times WCW acknowledged the competition. So I don't like that little bubble that WB is, that like, oh, we're the only wrestling company, we're the only wrestling promotion. We're only,
Mhm.
if you wrestle outside of here, you're not like what did Tess say, that he was gone he didn't wrestle for 6 years.
Mhm.
Fans are smarter than that. Please do not insult
their
us
intelligence.
by saying you were not wrestling.
But what they
Bullshit.
did last
insult you
Monday
even
was
more.
what they did Monday was dope. Where Seth was like, "You left and tried to build your little."
Right, that was good. Yes, that
That
was
was
yeah.
that was dope.
WWE's not a wrestling company, by the way. It's a sports
No.
entertainment business.
Sports entertainers.
I love when he
Entertainers.
says, I love hearing that. I don't know why I do.
I
told
it's so good.
It's my new favorite faction. I swear to God, it is.
Oh
Oh,
God, I wouldn't
that's-
go that far at all.
that's pushing
I
it.
do enjoy
it's
the fact that
my
they
new
update
favorite faction.
the
Oh
entrance
yeah, the
every week.
like yeah.
Yeah, for
10
13 weeks.
13
Yeah.
it is very good.
I just want to get back to something. You think that Bray Wyatt's going to interfere on behalf of Seth Rollins?
Not on behalf.
I mean, on behalf of. You think he's gonna?
Bray Wyatt's character is so chaotic that it's not gonna be for Seth Rollins. They're not gonna have a faction. It's just Cody Rhodes is having the run of his WWE career, and Bray Wyatt, being the chaotic madman that he is, he's gonna interrupt that, and he doesn't need a reason.
and starts a feud with Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, and that's how Rollins takes his dub, and that's how the Cody Rhodes versus Bray Wyatt thing starts.
I'm gonna push back while we're talking about Wyatt. He didn't change his name to the Wyatt. It's still Wyndham, but he just put Wyatt at the top.
This part was Wyndham
It was Wyndham. It was all
at the
Wyndham.
top.
Oh,
It was all
yeah.
Wyndham.
I mean, I think he
it
might
was
still
also
be
a
able
whole
to,
bunch of other
he
things.
still
too,
may be
but-
able to use Wyatt because that is not Bray Wyatt. You know, he still may be able to use Wyatt as a name.
AEW doesn't do the
Appreciate
one
the
name thing.
curveball, Scotty.
Yeah, they do.
That's more.
Give
of
me a
a
second.
WWE
I'll try to
thing.
think of one.
Just
but-
keeping it alive. I like that. I like the AEW.
I mean, I also think it's weird that Bray, who is super chaotic and unpredictable, kind of gave us like a clock, like a ticking sense that like, hey, I'm gonna come back in like 6 days.
Yeah, but look at us still, right? We don't know what
Exactly.
We
What's
don't know
That's
going
why
on,
I
yeah.
think there's a chance for a swerve. I think it's too obvious.
I think the swerve was Dynamite. I think that he tweeted that and people thought, oh,
but
it's
he
today.
didn't have to include 6.
We'll see.
6 days away from the show
Just Hell in a
on a
Cell.
day that adds up to 666. Like,
Mm.
We'll see.
yeah, so
Yeah, we'll
I think
see.
it's a little bit of a swerve, but if he doesn't take a shot at Roman and he does come back to the, I do agree that he interferes in the main event, but to face Seth Rollins, that was where the Fiend started off his kind of whole thing with
Whole shtick.
Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
and I think it's where it picks up and continues.
I'm gonna say Cody.
In Hell in
I'm
a
gonna-
Cell, don't forget.
I'm gonna stick to Cody. I respect your opinion, but I'm gonna stick to Cody.
He fought Seth Rollins in that Hell in a Cell the first time with the Fiend. with
Yeah,
all
no,
the red lights
I
and
100%.
the sledgehammer and stuff.
Yep, I 100%
So-
see your point, but I'm gonna stick to Cody. I think he's.
I just think these are going to be the two hottest guys in the WWE, and the E can't put them together instantly.
Well, then Gary, what do you do with Cody? If what you say is right, then what
You
do you do?
kinda
with
have
Cody
to.
goes on to face someone else.
in a
He can
desperate
go on to face
in a
anyone.
desperate act. It makes sense for them too because again, Roman's not active right now.
You guys give Cody too much leeway, by the way. You're just like, he's back, he's here, he can do anything. He can win any championship, he can face anyone. Like, no, like
We're not doing the Brock Lesnar stuff again.
no.
I'm over
Brock
that.
Lesnar what? Brock Lesnar would cream.
I mean,
fucking
for the
Cody.
record,
Let's
he
just- I
did
just
come
wanna
out
say
the other
that.
day and
I
like
think
just
it's
demand a
because you
U.S.
said
title
something.
shot.
He hasn't
again,
mentioned
so-
anything
Yes,
all you.
yeah.
That was all you.
It was. Thank you. I think I got 2 fucking compliments from Scotty today on this episode. Well,
Don't ever expect it again. But
I mean, I'll be right again. He'll have to admit it.
Yo,
So the rest of the pay-per-view isn't worth predicting, right? But what are the other matches that they're going to add? Let's predict that.
the other
some-
matches they're gonna add.
Some of
Yeah.
it was Sammy.
I'm gonna
the
be
bloodline.
probably the black sheep and say they're not adding anything.
Really?
Huh.
They're not adding anything
Nope.
from SmackDown.
I don't even think they're adding anything from SmackDown.
I mean, they usually cap it at 6 or 7 matches for these pay-per-views.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with SmackDown right now, and I said this 2 weeks ago. Last time Holly was on. SmackDown's kind of going downhill right now. I don't know what it is.
That's true. SmackDown has been kind of shit.
and
Yeah.
that's how you know that Roman carries whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
You
he's
know when that
touching.
started?
But-
When Charlotte Flair lost the title.
Oh god.
Ugh.
That's when SmackDown started going down.
I mean,
But is that-
Ronda isn't making it better? But I don't
Mm,
think that.
I don't
am I
disagree.
going 3? Am I
I don't
getting
disagree
3
with
you're not
tonight?
getting
you.
3. You're
Isn't
not
that
getting
also
3.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm
This close
I'm
to
more
saying
of a
I'm not
Roman
wrong.
guy.
I heard it.
No,
Isn't
no.
that also weird that Ronda doesn't have a fucking spot on this pay-per-view?
Mm.
Ronda has to have some.
It's just weird.
She's
It's
gonna
just-
go on to face that new girl.
Oh, Raquel?
She already.
No,
did.
they're going to be called a tag team.
She already did.
They're a tag team together.
Yeah, it's called January 6th. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I'm not joking
What the fuck?
What does Raquel have to do with that?
because she's dating Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman's all.
Oh,
Oh.
he's
Oh.
creating his narrative,
Yeah.
controlling his.
With
narrative.
EC3.
With Alistair Overeem.
Oh,
No one's
God.
watching that.
Yeah,
No.
no one is watching.
I
that.
didn't. I don't. Yeah. Not the point. The point being. So.
Sorry,
I
I,
would
totally
assume-
derailed that.
I would assume that Ronda is facing Raquel.
Raquel probably. Yeah.
But
Keep
what
talking,
what
I'm-
match is also going to feature Hell in a Cell?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
They haven't done that in years, though.
No,
They-
no.
they-
I think last year they did 2 Hell in the Cell matches.
A woman's one and a-
yeah,
no,
let me
you're
double
right.
check.
You're right. You don't even have to.
There's
look.
always one
Possible
pay-per-view, or one
surprise,
show,
like
yeah.
night of. You think?
possible surprise the night of.
Like
don't-
somebody comes out.
I
and
hope
they're like,
so. 'Cause
While the Hell in the Cell is here, such and such, get your ass out here.
the way to
Fucking-
finesse where it's not brand exclusive, throw one SmackDown match in there.
At least one.
At
Give us
least one.
Make it a
But-
6-man with Sammy and the Usos against. I
But
don't
the
know,
people
someone else.
also need a
don't do
break
that.
after a
us some
6-hour
titles.
AEW pay-per-view.
Yeah, give us a tag title match. Yeah.
The people also need a break after a 6-hour AEW pay-per-view, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be mad. 100%.
I don't think it'll go past 11. I just think that they'll cut down some matches to like 2 minutes,
All
3
right,
minutes.
fair.
Like that almost Lashley match. That doesn't
He's
need to
doing an
go-
encyclopedia thing, and I'm gonna pee.
Anyways, what
Super
matches are going to have?
unprofessional, but fuck it.
You're in charge of the buttons and shit.
Which one is the Seth Rollins?
What is he?
We
Put his
just
headphones on. Let me see.
It's the outro.
let's pop smoke.
These are all like.
Now we out.
None of these are wrestling.
This is so we're live. Are we still live?
There you go. That's it.
What a random one to have.
Oh, that makes sense. Nope. That's
Get the fuck out of here.
Nope.
Get the fuck out of here.
get the fuck out of here. That's
That's
the
just
one
my
he
call
uses.
for George.
No,
Raw is
that's Raw is Jericho. I was about to say Jericho.
Raw.
Dude, we actually have people watching this. Let's
Yeah,
try to talk a little bit. All right, so Hell in a Cell this Sunday with all some pressing shit. Is this what it felt like when I did it to you years ago when you did the Roman?
Yeah.
All right,
you
that's
you
fair.
were on to something earlier because I heard you like spit it out and stop. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens match.
No, I was saying the other matches that could be added from SmackDown.
Sammy
could
and
be-
the Usos
Yeah,
versus.
because because Sammy's doing his whole thing, which I think is great. The whole bloodline thing, he's
Yep.
trying to join in, and it's funny. I mean, Sammy and Kevin, like I don't know if you guys watch SmackDown, but there was a segment where Kevin Owens was doing the Kevin
I
Owens
saw that.
show, and Sammy was like, "Hey, by the way, Ezekiel,
Yeah.
Elias, same guy," and Kevin Owens I sent it in the group chat. He just like hugs him. He's like, "Man, you crying?" And I thought that was like, it's just the subtleties of those two. Those two will keep WWE afloat for years to come. I think if they stay.
And he is the same guy. And I just want to.
No, I'm saying Sammy and Kevin. Like they will help keep WWE relevant as good as good storytelling, good matches, good.
Yeah, they're
things like that.
entertaining. Was never really sold on a Sami Zayn guy. I definitely a Kevin Owens guy for sure.
I agree.
But Sami
mean-
Zayn doesn't have the it for me.
I agree.
I mean, but his matches are just phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
go back and watch the series he had with Cesaro and NXT back in the day. Holy cannoli! Like, if you want to talk
Not a
good
little more on
wrestling-
Cesaro carrying those.
what?
I said not a little more credit towards Cesaro carrying those.
No, I
matches.
think that both of them held each other pretty well.
Agree to disagree.
Well, I mean, you're usually wrong. So
Sammy's best matches are with KO in that
Yeah.
entire series.
That's
and the
right.
Fight Forever
Oh,
classics.
I mean,
But-
their match in Ring of Honor in 2012, I think it was.
Were you there too?
By the way,
No, it was there in 2014 though.
I want to
Uh,
introduce a new member to the podcast, James Luca, Jimmy's brother.
Oh, he called you James.
Well,
I
that's
see what
James.
you
That's
did
not.
there.
Oh,
That's James Luca.
I'm Jimmy Luca's older brother.
I don't know.
he has a backwards cap, and that's it.
Yeah. That's it. That's the only difference.
I'm in Eddie Kingston mode. All right. I think that wraps it up. Unless we have any final comments, common people, or you guys.
Yeah. Anybody else? Anyone want to tell Hollywood George how much he sucks?
You can tell me how good I look. Actually, you can vote right now who your favorite person on this podcast
Let's please end
is.
this
Yo,
podcast
this
before he gets a
fucking
big
dude.
head.
Please do.
All right.
And
No, we can
I'm
do
pretty
it.
sure it's gonna be Hollywood. I mean, is there another option?
He's just spamming him with fucking sounds.
we're done here. We're done.
We're done.
We're
This
done.
is-
That's how we're
That's
ending
all
it?
we got.
Anyone
Fuck this
but
shit.
Hollywood.
Who said that?
Yes.
Who?
Whoever
said
said
Everyone,
that,
actually.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ali Healy.
Huh.
Boom.
Boom.
Ali, you
Live
know
just
what?
ended.
All right.
All right.
There it is.
The camera died.
Camera
Let's
died.
fucking Go.
Podcast is still going. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number 15. Are we at 15?
We're at 14.
We're at 14.
You're ahead of yourself
I'm ahead of
right
myself.
now. We're all lit.
You were counting the
Oh.
one from the last.
Yes. Yeah.
Pay-per-view.
Right. Oh, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden State in 5. The Yankees are pitching a perfect game.
You just jinxed them all.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 5.
Brock Lesnar's
Celtics,
the
sorry,
goat.
Celtics in 6.
thank you for tuning in. We will do this again. And
Bye-bye.
no,
I'm
no
Ron
comment.
Burgundy. I don't know what.
You're what?
What do you? Why?
What'd you just say?
I said I'm Ron Burgundy.
All right,
Why-
I'm out.
I was like, what? Wait, what?
We're done. We're done. I'm done.
Oh shit.
No, we're still on YouTube. We're still live, even though the camera shut
No,
off.
we're not.
Yes, we are. I just got a text message.